Panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers, hitting the licks in the band. Legacies.
Hi guys, today we are going to show you the iPhone 6s versus Samsung Galaxy S7. The Galaxy S7 is an absolute beast of a smartphone that aces the smartphone holy trinity of design, performance, and camera. As such, it's a more than worthy rival to the iPhone 6s. Samsung's phone features a much better display, a generally more capable processor, twice the memory, and a better camera. Would still take iOS over Samsung's fussy TouchWiz UI any day of the week, but in most other respects would have to give the nod to the Galaxy S7. However, this isn't really a surprise. Apple's iPhone 6s is already over halfway through its life cycle as a flagship smartphone. Samsung's real competition awaits 6 months down the line. It goes without saying now that our phone choices are usually dictated by the software ecosystem we like best, Android or iOS. As with last time when I compared their previous flagships, I don't think the changes Samsung has made to the S7 series will be enough to make iPhone fans switch. But they again have definitely lit a fire under Apple's ass to improve the hardware specs and add new features like waterproofing inside the iPhone 7. Apple has made a lot of money peddling old hardware, souped up inside nice-looking phones. You can't get away with this in the Android space. Well, you could, but you'd be releasing sub-150 phones. The Galaxy S7 is much superior to the iPhone 6s. It beats it in almost every regard. But as we all know, iPhone users are different to Android users. They aren't fussed about QHD panels and 4GB of RAM inside their phones. There is an element of this with Samsung's Galaxy S7 handset as well. Sort of like it feels it did enough with the Galaxy S6 and now all it has to do is incremental refinements to certain specs and hardware, and this is fine for a flagship handset in 2016. Personally, I don't think it's enough. Not with the LG G5 and certainly not with the iPhone 7 on the radar a bit farther down the line. Samsung needed the S7 to be a great converter, a phone that'd suck in iPhone users left, right and center. But instead it came to the table with a handset that looks and feels like last year's flagship. For me, if I was in the market for an Android handset in 2016, I would be looking at either the LG G5 or waiting to see what Google's 2016 Nexus phones are like. That's not to say the iPhone 6s is better than the Galaxy S7. It really is. The Galaxy S7 surpasses it in almost every regard. I guess I am just disappointed because it looks very similar to last year's model, and that sort of detracts from the excitement of testing a new phone out. Sort of like if all the new clothes you bought looked the same. I like both phones, for instance, but neither release, for me, was as exciting as last year's models. This is mostly down to both the iPhone 6 and Galaxy S6 introducing big industrial design changes, but also because it is nice to see how the two biggest phone makers in the world approach big changes to user experience. Sorry, guys.